So you want to be an entrepreneur, and you think you have a great idea for a product or service that can't miss. The market will eat it up. Let me tell you one thing. Don't fall in love with that idea. First of all, the idea that you start with is very rarely the idea that you end up commercializing and taking to market. Why? Because you learned so much about things like product market fit and what the market really needs and who your customers are as you work on it. So you don't have to have the perfect idea, you have to have an idea that you want to take forward. Second, when people are really, really in love with their idea, they're afraid of intellectual property theft. Someone is going to steal this idea. Folks, remember, ideas are a dime a dozen. There's nothing protectable about your idea, and if your idea is so easy to execute against that anybody who simply hears it can build a better business than you, you're already in trouble. You need to be talking about your idea. You need to be vetting it in the fires of criticism and constructive feedback. And lastly, when you fall in love with your idea, you tend to stay with it too long. When you start to hear consistent market feedback that your product or your service is kind of a nice to have, but not really a need to have, or that other competitors do it just as well or better than you, or that your customers don't want to pay as much as you would need them to build your business, it's time to let go. Beating your head against the wall means you're going to lose more time, more money, and more opportunity than if you had just let go of that idea. In fact, entrepreneurs who learn to validate and test and let go of ideas have a much higher chance of landing on the idea that they can actually bring to market.